Summary of The Elephant Vanishes by Haruki Murakami. The Elephant Vanishes tells the story of an old zoo elephant who suddenly disappears after being taken in by a Japanese suburb when the town's zoo closes, as well as how this event changed the story's narrator for the rest of his life. The story jumps between the present, after the disappearance, and the past, before the disappearance. Before the elephant disappears, the people of the town don't agree with the mayor's first plan to take ownership of the animal because of financial and safety worries. When the elephant moved into the homemade elephant house in town, most people ignored it. The elephant is chained to a concrete slab and spends most of its time alone. The old warden who takes care of the elephant is its only friend. The elephant and its caretaker have a strange bond and way of talking to each other that fascinates the narrator. He or she often looks into the elephant's house to see how the elephant and its caretaker talk to each other in private. One day, the narrator reads the morning paper and learns that the elephant and its keeper have suddenly and without explanation left the elephant's house. He understands that he was probably the last person to see the pair before they disappeared, since he had been watching them from outside the elephant house the night before. The narrator becomes obsessed with the elephant's disappearance, and since there is no proof of a break-in or an escape, he or she thinks that the elephant must have simply vanished. This sad ending upsets the narrator and makes him stand out from his community, which accepts the story told by the media that it was an escape. People in the town soon forget about the elephant, but the reporter can't stop thinking about the strange thing that happened. A few months later, the narrator meets a woman at a business party and tells her his thoughts on what happened to the elephant. He says that he thinks the elephant and its caretaker have gone missing and that he was probably the last person to see them. The narrator also talks about a strange thing he saw. The night before the elephant went missing, he looked into the elephant's house and saw that the elephant and the owner were the same size. The person telling the story remembers feeling a disturbing change in reality at that time. The strange story the narrator tells confuses and turns off the woman, and they never see each other again. The narrator can't stop thinking about how the elephant and the guard changed size and how they mysteriously disappeared. Even though everyone else seems to have forgotten about the case, the narrator no longer believes what he thinks. In the wake of the elephant's disappearance, his sense of normalcy has been taken over by a feeling of chaos and unbalance.
About the author. Haruki Murakami was born in Kyoto, Japan, when there were a lot of babies being born after World War II. As the only child of two Japanese literature teachers, Murakami was drawn to European, American, and Russian influences from a young age. Murakami's stories are also full of different literature and pop culture references, like those to Fyodor Dostoevsky, the Beatles, Franz Kafka, and Duke Ellington, to name a few. He went to school in Tokyo and studied theater at Waseda University. Murakami's stories, like those of other magical realist writers, are often strange and unsettling because they mix the normal parts of daily life with strange parts that test the limits of human perception and nature. Murakami has written 14 novels, as well as a number of collections of short stories, articles, and non-fiction books. Over the course of his 40-year writing career, he has gained a wide range of fans and won important literary awards like the Frank Kafka Prize. 50 different tongues have translated his books.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.